I'd say it's pretty obvious that after reading the last couple chapters of the One Piece manga series that Luffy and his friends were not going to be able to defeat Big Mom. They were just way too powerful for them in every single way. Just so overwhelmingly so. And not just Big Mom herself, but her entire family, who manages to be incredibly formidable, to the point where Luffy and all of his friends were basically all beaten to an inch of within their life, when suddenly a MacGuffin appeared. The Tamate Bako exploded, causing the giant cake chateau to start to crumble and fall over the cliff, where it was going to presumably kill everyone and cause all sorts of chaos. And we were all waiting for that moment to see how these characters were going to survive and how they were going to escape, and I didn't expect that it was going to involve the character of Streusen. That's right, Streusen, who is one of the founding members of the Big Mom Pirates, uses his signature ability to transform anything into food to transform the entire freaking chateau into sponge cake and whipped cream, which not only softens the blow for everyone, but manages to ensure that not only will they survive, but it also gives Luffy and Capone and all of those individual groups to make a very quick escape. This is going to open up a lot of interesting prospects for the rest of this arc right here. It could very well end with Luffy and his friends running off with the Poneglyph and trying to meet up with Zoro and the others. And then Big Mom and their crew are going to have to give chase, which inevitably means they're going to end up running into the Straw Hats, which means they're probably going to run into Kaido, so we're going to have one hell of an epic confrontation between all of these various pirate groups, and man, it is going to be really exciting to see. Especially just the way that this chapter ended right here, with the Straw Hat Pirates, Luffy and them making their escape, Caesar Clown getting his heart back and everybody still calling him an asshole. You have Capone, who transforms into a tank and gets the hell out of Dodge. And then you have Big Mom, who suddenly starts to freak out and is demanding her wedding cake. And she's about to go on one of her rampages, and if she doesn't get the food that she wants, things are not going to look good for anyone. This was just a ridiculous chapter that proves that not every arc of the series has to follow a formula of watching the Straw Hats arrive on an island, help some people, and beat a bad guy. Sometimes they're going to have to make a strategic retreat. And that's what made this a surprisingly awesome chapter of One Piece, in my opinion. Luffy knows that he's not strong enough, and the fact that they don't even have enough strong people to go up against him now really does prove how scary the emperors in the New World truly are, especially the big classic ones like Big Mom and Kaido. I mean, just imagine what Shanks is going to do when we actually get up to him. We still got Blackbeard on the horizon. They're so powerful that even at this point, at the 20th anniversary of the manga series, they can't stand up to these characters. That's insane. And it's also really raising the bar for all the incredible action that we're going to be seeing in the coming chapters, and let's face it, the coming years and possibly even decades of the One Piece manga series. So, what's the rundown on this week's chapter of One Piece? Man, despite the fact that there was some sort of ridiculous event which ended up saving all of the Straw Hat Pirates and everything, I love the fact that it's actually leading to an event where the Straw Hats actually have to retreat. If this were any other arc of the series, Luffy would have come up with some ridiculous power-up which allowed him to win. His Gear 4th, which was only used at the very end of last arc, can't do shit against Big Mom. Nothing freaking works. All of her kids are so devastatingly powerful, especially Katakuri and freaking Sparrow. These guys are just destroying everyone. Germa 66 can't even do anything. It's nuts. And speaking of Germa 66, I really loved the big spread at the beginning of this week's chapter. It's another one of those what-if scenarios where you get to see, like, the Germa 66 motif is thrown on the Straw Hat Pirates, and they're the Mugiwara 56. And I really love all the little details here. I just love how they're all numbered in a way. It's like the way that they actually joined the crew. Like, each one has a certain number attached to them, was like Zoro being 2, and everybody, like, working their way up. I love that they all have something really unique about them. Like, Usopp has a gold helmet, which is very similar to Judge. And then you have Frankie with his ridiculous hair, which is parted in multiple directions. Brook's hair is on fire because Sanji is jumping over him, and his leg has actually caught his afro on fire. Luffy is riding, which I can only describe as a motorcycle hover tiger. Saying that out loud makes me realize how awesome that really is. It's basically a tiger, which is like its second part of its body, like the back half, has been transformed into a motorcycle. In the front half, it's like holding on to these things on the ground which allow it to sort of like hover around and everything. It's indescribably weird and incredibly awesome, and it's one of my favorite things about this week's chapter. Hell, even Chopper has his very own little pink tank. Think about that. A little anthropomorphized deer in a pink tank. Just, man, it makes you wonder if the creator of this series is on drugs or something. So, what's the rundown on this month's chapter of One Piece? What more can I say? What a wacky, fun chapter right here, which might seem like kind of a cop-out because the pirates were saved by Cake. I honestly think is going to lead to some more interesting stuff, and allows us to see that this arc right here was just another roadblock on our journey to see who is going to be king of the pirates. But I'd love to hear your thoughts about this week's chapter. But first, my score for this one is a solid 4 out of 5. I did enjoy a lot of the visuals of this arc. Streusen being able to transform everything to Cake really is a testament to this guy might actually having some pretty big power, and it speaks a lot for his role in the Big Mom Pirates, considering that basically he along with Big Mom were the founding members of this entire crew. And I cannot wait to see what Big Mom is going to do after she sees Luffy and everything escaping. Just, there's so many more great things that could possibly happen, and this is a great springboard for some more excellent action in the One Piece series. It's 20th anniversary. I can't wait to see where it's going to go from here. Make sure to tell me your thoughts about this week's chapter and what you hope to see in the future of the One Piece series. Now that it is the 20th anniversary of the manga, do you guys have any favorite One Piece moments or things that actually stick out in your memory? Do you have any favorite scenes from the series, whether they be something storytelling, something emotional, or maybe just a really cool action scene? Please tell me in the comments section. With that in mind, thank you all for watching this review. I very much appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment giving me your thoughts about today's subject, and of course, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Remember, if you are subscribed to the channel, make sure to check out this icon so you can get all of the notifications for when my videos are released. You'll even get them sent directly to your email. It's pretty freaking awesome. It always lets you know when I'm going to release something. So thank you guys for watching. Take care, and as always, stay damn, baby.